Hi, my name's Alma, and I'm the student intern here at the University Counseling Center, and you are?
I'm Nicole.
It's nice to meet you, Nicole. Did you have a hard time finding the center today?
No, I found everything all right.
You did? Do you live here on campus, or do you live off campus?
I live off campus in an apartment.
Oh, okay, so you probably had to walk here from wherever you parked?
Yeah.
Was it a long walk?
Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah.
Not too bad?
No.
So, I wanted to tell you a few things about the Counseling Center before we get started. Everything is covered in your tuition, so you won't have a bill from coming in and talking to us today. At any time that you need to make an appointment, you're able to do that online, or you can call the center and make an appointment. How did you make your appointment today?
I made it online.
Okay.
On my UK.
Okay. So that process was pretty easy?
Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah.
It's still a little time consuming finding everything that you're supposed to find. All right. So, before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about confidentiality.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a situation where you've talked about confidentiality with a professional before?
The only place I know is in the doctor's office.
Okay.
Confidentiality.
It's a little like that. There's just a few things I'd like to add that your doctor may not have told you, or he might have told you. With our policy here, everything you tell me is completely personal. It's private. It doesn't leave this room. I might take some notes on some of the things that you say, but those are for a personal file, and nobody else will see those other than me. If you let me know that someone's hurting you, or if you feel like you're in danger, or if maybe you think that you might hurt someone or hurt yourself, then I'm obligated as a mandated reporter to let somebody know about those things. Also, if we're talking about something and I don't feel like I have exactly the right answers for you, or I might be able to get you different resources somewhere, I might go and talk to my supervisor about some of the things that you need.
Okay.
Do you understand all that?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about it?
Not at this time.
Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about what you came for today?
I'm having some problems juggling school and work and my volunteering hours.
Sounds like you have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Where do you work?
I work at a bank. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do there?
I'm a bank teller.
You're a teller?
Yeah.
Do you like doing that?
Sort of.
It probably makes for a long day. You're
it
interacting
does.
with people
The
all
only
day
thing
long.
that's worth it is the money.
Yeah. Is it pretty good money as a
Yes.
student? Is it, it's helping you pay your bills and you're getting things taken care of like you need to?
Yep.
Awesome. And how many hours are you taking in school?
16.
16 hours? How many hours a week do you work?
30.
Wow. 30-hour work week and 16-hour schedule? And you said you had volunteering hours too?
Yeah.
What are those volunteering hours for?
My social work class.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you're a social work major?
Yeah.
That could be a tough major, I hear. Okay. So can you tell me a little about what exactly it is that you're having trouble balancing?
I'm just having trouble balancing the whole school and I don't know, I'm having a hard time juggling school and work and the balance between them both because I have a bunch of homework and all that other fun stuff.
Okay. Do you have a planner that you keep and something to help keep you
Yeah,
organized?
I do.
You do? And how often do you use that? Do you think you use it every day, or?
I try to use it every day. I use it more when I'm in school than I am at work.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any schedule planning type paperwork? Like, do you ever just draw out kind of like a map for yourself that this is what you need to do every day in order to get it accomplished, and maybe assign everything a time?
Mm-hmm. I haven't thought of it that way. I usually do this is what I need to get done today, and what can I do out while I'm working, and what can I do at home, and do it that way. But I haven't allotted specific times for that. Maybe that would help more.
Yeah, maybe you could think about doing something like that. Also, something else that might help you is you have a cell phone.
Yeah.
So maybe if you set timers on your cell phone for specific times that you might remind yourself that you need to do something. And it's also important to take breaks for yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having any breaks or taking any time for yourself?
About once a week. Every Sunday is my day off.
Okay. So what kind of things are you doing? Do you have any hobbies or things you really enjoy?
I catch up on like all the errands and everything I gotta do during the week, and just do laundry. I'll probably go hang out with my boyfriend for a little bit.
Right. So. But what about time just for yourself? Not time doing work or laundry. Do you ever just carve out time for yourself maybe?
Not as much time as I should. Like once in a while I do, but I definitely do not do it as much as I need to.
Okay, well, first let's talk about school and your hours and how you're managing that. So, do you feel like your grades are pretty good, or do you feel like you're suffering anywhere in school, or are you kind of keeping that all going?
I think I'm keeping it all going. I don't think I'm suffering too bad. I think I just get my work done.
Right.
As easy as I can.
Right. So, do you have like when you're doing homework, do you have study buddies or people that you could hang out with that might help you do that kind of thing?
No, I usually just like do it alone so I could study better.
Right.
It helps me focus more.
That's important to be able to focus on your work. What about work? How are you feeling with work?
Work is just work. It's like I go there. It's kind of like mind numbing because I do the same thing over and over and over again. So it's just easy at this point. And then when I get like breaks during the day, I'll work on some homework since I'm at a computer all day.
And that's good that you're able to work in some homework there at work. That probably takes some stress off of you from your outside time. What about when you're at work, and do you think that you could cut any of your hours from work, or is that not an option?
That's not an option at all. That's because it's bank hours, so, and I'm signed a contract of
so you're contracted into labor. That's a pretty big deal.
It's saying that I would work these times. Yeah, it's not.
Right. Well, I think it would definitely help if maybe you got I can email you some things. I see that whenever you filled out online, it looks like you left your email. I have some templates actually for like some time scheduling that you can do. It's got some instructions on it so that you could color code the times that you might set aside for doing whatever classwork that you need to get done or whatever homework that you need to get done. And you can actually color code those times and maybe give yourself a little more of a schedule where that's concerned. With work, you're handling everything, it looks like, pretty amazingly, and you know that you have to work and you've contracted these hours. But the thing I'd really like for you to focus on maybe is some time for yourself. It sounds like you're keeping all your balls in the air, but I think your stress is coming from the fact that you're not taking any time for yourself. What are some of the things that you like to do just for you? Not with your boyfriend or not with friends or not for school?
I don't know. I like watching those like stupid reality TV shows and just like hang out with my cat.
That sounds like a pretty good time. Like, do you like to paint your nails or maybe buy yourself, bubble bath or something like that?
Those blush bombs are amazing.
Yeah, that's always good stuff. Maybe you could also pencil in some time for yourself. What I would actually like to do is maybe send you some of those things, and maybe you could look over color coding a schedule for yourself, and then maybe also talk to some classmates that you might be able to study with. That's always something that might help with just staying active in school. The more friends you have when you're there, the more it's gonna be more enriching. It's gonna be a lot more fun. So maybe you could enjoy that. Do you have any available time possibly next week to meet?
I believe so. It depends on what day and what time. Before class would be perfect.
Before class would be perfect? So is there any day before class that you might like to meet versus the other? Tuesday before class? Do you think maybe you can make Tuesday at 10:30?
That'd be perfect.
Tuesday at 10:30? Because I'd like for you to come back in and just see how you're doing with like maybe getting a schedule together and possibly working on maybe doing some things for yourself. And then we could talk a little bit more about maybe some things that you might be able to do as far as time management and to maybe the Career Counseling Center because they have some really good information on those type things too.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound good for you?
That sounds great.
All right. And it looks like we'll have a time to meet at 10:30 next Tuesday.
All right.
It was really great to meet you,
You
Nicole.
too. Thank you.
Thank you.